Let's talk about how to lengthen your pelvic floor and why diaphragmatic breathing is so important. Imagine this balloon is your abdomen. The bottom part is your pelvic floor and the top part is your diaphragm and rib cage. When I blow up this balloon, in order for the air to get all the way in, it has to expand all the way around. That's the same thing that has to happen when you inhale to your abdomen. When you exhale, the air comes out and the balloon retracts. So if this is my pelvic floor, it has to lengthen and expand in order for me to get the air deep down into my abdomen when I'm diaphragmatic breathing. Most of you are women here, so the way that I usually teach this is imagine you're trying to push a tampon out. It should feel like that pelvic floor is opening and spreading towards your feet. Why is all of this so important? If you're here, it's probably because you have some hip pain. And what you need to know is that your deep hip stabilizers are also your pelvic floor muscles. If you're struggling with chronic hip pain and impingement and labral tears, very often part of the problem is you're holding too much tension in your pelvic floor or your deep hip stabilizer. It's really important to learn how to release some of that tension in order to get pain relief. Diaphragmatic breathing and pelvic floor lengthening is the perfect way to start. Hands and knees is a really good position to practice this diaphragmatic breathing in and feeling that pelvic floor length every time you take your inhale. The other positions that work really well are anytime you bring your knee up towards your chest and out to the side a little bit, like a single knee to chest stretch, happy baby, a nice deep squat. But as you can see, a lot of these might be problematic if you're struggling with hip impingement and pain. So hands and knees is a good position to start. And if you can tolerate it, some of these knee to chest positions while diaphragmatic breathing and focusing specifically on opening and lengthening that pelvic floor. If you are struggling with hip pain and tension, this is so important. So give it a try and let me know what you think.